Can't get to sleep?
I could ask you the same. You aren't going to tell me the bed's too hard for you, are you?
I wouldn't dream of it. I've never slept in a bed this high class in my life. Not even back at home.
And yet you're the son of Baron Schwarzer. You've not lived the life one might expect of a boy from a noble family.
Yeah, that's just how my dad is. A lord should live like his people, not above them. That's how he always put it.
I see. It sounds as though you have a good family.
Yeah, I'm very thankful for my upbringing.
Aren't you going to ask? I assumed you'd be curious about that brief exchange with my father earlier.
I wasn't really sure you'd want me to bring that up. You obviously get along really well with your brother, but I didn't get that same sense with the Duke. Has he always been like that?
As far back as I can remember. I suppose he just has little respect for a son born to a commoner.
What?
My brother and I have different mothers. He was born of my father's legal wife, a noble who still lives to this day. My own mother, however, was a commoner, and she passed away 8 years ago. In other words, I am his bastard son.
I had no idea. So, was that chef we met earlier?
He's my uncle, on my mother's side. Perhaps that's why he's always been so good to me. Or perhaps he's simply compelled to treat me as I deserve to be treated, being the son of the Duke.
No, that can't be. I don't blame you for being a little cynical, but there's no need to be quite so hard on yourself.
I suppose you're right.
I'm sure you have your differences. But you do get along with your brother, right?
You could say that. He's treated me well ever since I was taken in 8 years ago. He was the one who taught me my swordsmanship, and who trained me in the ways of court etiquette.
I knew it.
Pardon?
There's just something honest, I guess you could say, about the way you fight. It shows that whoever taught you was someone you really trusted. When we first met him this afternoon, I had a hunch he might have been the one. What's wrong?
Nothing at all. You just keep reminding me how unlike a noble you truly are.
I get that a lot.
Is your injury from this afternoon on the mend?
It's fine, honestly. There's no pain, and the wound's closed up like it was never there. I'll have to be sure to thank Emma's grandmother for her help someday.
That's good to hear. Still, from where I stand, you are something of a danger to yourself.
I am?
On the day of the entrance ceremony, when the trapdoor opened beneath us, you acted instantly to protect Elisa. There wasn't even a moment's hesitation.
Ah.
In most cases, one would reflexively act to protect himself. It's part of man's natural survival instinct. Yet you put another before yourself, not even pausing to question the validity of that decision. And you did exactly the same thing with us today. I'm sure most people would see that as an act of selflessness and sing your praises for it. But to me, it comes across as abnormal. Perhaps...
I don't know how to respond to that. I wasn't expecting you to see through me quite so clearly.
Well, I owed you as much for having seen through me first. Still, the point stands. You need to be more cognizant of the effects your actions have on those around you. If not for your health and for your reputation, that selflessness of yours can just as easily be perceived as arrogance after all.
I know it can. and you're not the first person to tell me that. What's the point in saving others if you can't spare even a moment to save yourself? That's what my old master always used to say to me.
Was it now? I suppose we both have some things we need to work through.
Yeah, but for now, we need to get a good night's sleep. If we stay up too late tonight, we're going to be dead to the world tomorrow, and that wouldn't be fair to the others.
I agree, it wouldn't be fair. To the girls, at least. I'd hate to be so tired as to limit my potential.
Hear, hear. Good night, Eustace.
Pleasant dreams.
Oh, so he heard everything. Maybe he'll actually try to get along with Eustace now that he knows that he's a bastard child. You know, God forbid that if he's a noble, you won't get along with him. But if he's, born of a commoner, then yeah, sure, you're great. Let me just change everything that I feel about you. Don't judge me, by my merits or my character. Judge me by my cover. 'Cause that's the lesson for you, idiot. Here's the envelope Lord Rufus entrusted to me. Please take it and study its contents well. Thank you. Much appreciated. If you'll excuse me then, should you require anything further, please do not hesitate to let me know. Alright, let's see what my brother's given us for today. Yeah, I'm kind of anxious. Okay, another monster on the North Cruisin' Highway, and a bite of nostalgia. There was a quest like this in Trails in the Sky 2nd chapter, and I hated it. Ugh! Another well-balanced assortment. I wouldn't be surprised if Ruth had predicted what happened yesterday from the very start. You're saying he intended to give us a first-hand look at the problems between the nobles and the commoners? If that's true, I'm impressed. His reputation's well earned. Sure does seem that way. I believe that's enough talk about my brother. We have 1 day left before we must depart on a return voyage to Trista. We should set out as...
Eustace Alberea.
What is it, Machius Regnitz?
I will accept no more failures. Today, we will form a combat link.
What?
As much as I may dislike you, I'm ashamed that we were unable to do what every other member of our class has accomplished. Today's monster extermination request seems as good a chance as any to make up for yesterday's failure.
You really are simple-minded, aren't you? I suppose you overheard our conversation last night and feel some kind of affinity toward me now?
Nonsense! I did no such thing! I was fast asleep while you yammered on about your family and Reen and...
Machius.
That's pretty conclusive.
Very well. I accept. I'll be happy to show you what a proper combat link looks like.
We'll see about that. Fortunately, I have more than enough generosity of spirit to endure being paired with an arrogant noble like you.
Maybe today's field study will go more smoothly than yesterday's after all.
Lord Eustace.
Arno? What brings you here? I would have expected you to be at my father's side.
I'm terribly sorry I could not greet you upon your arrival yesterday. However, I have come today in the capacity of an escort.
An escort? To where? I'm sure you must be aware that I returned to Bereahard purely as part of a field study for my academy work.
But of course, however, His Grace has directly requested that I escort you to the mansion. So I would be most appreciative if you'd accompany me without delay.
Father? He showed no signs of desiring my company when we spoke yesterday.
I am in no position to question or oppose his orders, merely to obey them. I'm sure you understand. Though while I hesitate to speculate, I do wonder if His Excellency may feel some regret regarding his demeanor yesterday.
But...
Go with him. We can attempt to form a combat link another time.
We'll be able to handle the morning's tasks just fine on our own. Don't worry about us.
Huh. You've come all the way back to your hometown. It would be a shame not to visit with your family, right? Agreed.
Are you certain? Very well. I'll return this afternoon. And though I will worry as to how you'll fare without me, I know you'll at least give it your best, for what that's worth.
Of course we will.
All right, let's meet back in the hotel lobby around noon. If something comes up, just leave a message at the front desk.
Understood. Lead the way, Arno.
Gladly, sir. Please excuse us.
Well, let's get started. We wouldn't want to give Eustace any further reason to worry, now would we?
Huh, certainly not. Still...
What? What is it? If you have something to say, just say it.
Oh, it's nothing. Nothing at all.
She's probably thinking, the worst is over, and it's all thanks to your eavesdropping.
Good boy.
Just stop that! Just stop looking at me like I'm some hapless babe! Rain, you do know I still haven't completely forgiven you for lying, don't you?
Are you still hung up on that?
And Emma, I hope you're ready to score second on our midterms because I'm not about to lose to you again. But don't even think about giving those exams any less than your very best. I intend to best you when you're in top form.
You will?
And as for you, Fee, I've been wanting to say this for a long time now. Sleeping in class is an affront to our education. You need to start treating classes more seriously. Listen, take proper notes. Raise your hand now and then. And stop covering your ears when I'm talking to you.
I can't hear you.
Anyway, we've got a lot to do, so how about we get to it?
Right.
Sorry about splitting that scene up, but it was like a half an hour scene. So anyway, this is probably the next episode, I'm sure. Let's head over to the Galleria. We have some stuff to do. Some things to buy, some people to see. Let's see, I want to buy something from you, I believe. No, not from you. Oh, you know what? Actually, it's from this guy over here that I want to buy from. Yeah, there's two things from this guy that I want to buy. It is the frog strap, which we actually have to keep until the epilogue. I don't want to equip it, I just want to buy it. And then I want to buy some fresh milk. Buy about 20 of them. You'll need them. They'll come in handy later. Then I want to go to Station Street because we need to get another Red Moon Rose book. So in order to get it, we just have to go over this way, yeah, up here, and then talk to the little girl just sitting right here. I planned on reading this book to Rabbi since it's popular, but he won't let me read any more of it because there was a scary part in it. Well, he won't be using it anymore, so perhaps you'd like it instead. Okay, get the Red Moon Rose Chapter 5. Awesome. Now, we did get some quests. Last time we got the North Cruisin' Highway Monster, and also the Bite of Nostalgia, but we're not going to be doing either one of those today. We're actually going to be doing a hidden quest. So, I'm going to meet you over at Fort Oryx to find an old friend from Trails in the Sky, and I'll see you there. Well, that wasn't annoying at all. Anyway, talk to this guy. So, this is Oryx Fort. Wait, how did I end up here? Why do these things keep happening to me? Something the matter? You're my messiah sent by Adios to save me, aren't you? I'm not quite sure how you reached that conclusion. You don't seem like you're part of the provincial army, are you? What are you doing here? I'm lost, completely lost. I'll be fine though, no worries. That's a rather positive outlook for someone who's completely lost. Who is he? Just talking with this man is making my head hurt. Huh, well, at times like this, it just seems logical to try and stay positive no matter what. I think I may have reached my limit to that end, however. That's unfortunate. How'd you end up here to begin with? Well, I'll happily tell you, but fair warning, it's a truly moving tale of hardship and woe. I hope you've got some boxes of tissue handy. Shall I begin? I think we'll pass. Oh, come on. Is there a short version? Fine, I'll see what I can do. Actually, to tell you the truth, there's really not much to say. I wandered out on the highway for a bit of a change of pace and happened to spot a rare butterfly, so I chased after it. Suddenly, I found myself halfway along the canyon path surrounded by monsters, so I ran, barely escaping with my life, and turned up here. The end. I see. That sounds like quite the predicament. As weird as this guy is, I don't think we can leave him here just like this, in all good conscience. So yeah, let's escort him back to town. If you'd like, we'd be willing to escort you back to Bereahard. Really? You would? Oh, thank you, thank you. You're such nice people. I wish those nasty provincial army soldiers were more like you. Something happened? Well, I went over and asked if one of them could escort me back to the city, but they just said that if I made my way here, I could get myself back the same way. Some people are just so cold-hearted, aren't they? I guess I shouldn't tell them that I was thinking the same thing. I believe that we all were. It looks as though the goddess hasn't abandoned me after all, though. Not if she was kind enough to send you my way. Heh. So, should we be going then? Of course! Bereahard, here we come! Yeah, so now we have this new quest. It's a hidden quest, the Lost Traveler, and we have to bring him back to Bereahard, so I will see you there. Hold up, please. I'm sorry, but would you mind giving me a moment? Not a problem at all. Are your legs getting tired? Oh no, that's not it. I was just gazing at the valley beneath this bridge, and I thought this might be a good opportunity to calm myself down a bit. What are you going to do? You just let me worry about that. It'll only take a moment, I promise. I might make a bit of noise though, so please don't panic. I see? What's he planning on doing? Alright then. Whoa! How far down does this valley go? Oh no, I'm not gonna let that scare me. Perish the thought. I hate anniversary festivals! Ah, farewell my youth! What the hell is this guy doing? Much better. Shall I be off then? Did I mishear you when you said you were going to calm yourself down? I think the best thing to do right now is probably just to pretend none of this ever happened. Yeah, probably so. Back to, town. I made it. I actually made it back alive. Thank you so much for this. You're welcome. I really have no idea how to make this all up to you. Oh, if it isn't Ricky! Hey, come and let me introduce you to my good friend Ricky. Hey, Anton, you sure took your sweet time. You'll never believe what happened to me. But tragic as my story is, I made it back here all thanks to the help of these guys here. Right, I think I get what happened. Something terrible happened shortly after you left town, at which point these people came along and helped you. I knew you'd understand, old buddy. This Ricky person doesn't seem exactly normal either. They do say that birds of a feather flock together. I'm more amazed at the fact that they both seem completely calm despite all that's happened. It's kind of funny to watch, though. You guys really are a bunch of good Samaritans, aren't you? Allow me to thank you as well. It takes some real guts to stick with them the whole way. You guys really are my saviors. Oh, I know. Let me give you this for all that you've done for me. It's really popular over in Crossbell. Ooh, the napping Mishy. Sweet. Well, thank you. I assume the both of you were traveling together then. Did you come from Crossbell? Nah, we're from Liberal. We were just staying in Crossbell for a while as part of our trip. Yeah, we've both been traveling for a few months now. We only got here to Erebonia about a week ago. Now we're planning on making our way to a new destination. Right. So you'll be resuming your journey throughout Erebonia then? Yep, that's the idea. But that's not all. One day, I'll find my true self after all this traveling. Or so he says. But he's almost out of money to actually do any traveling. He'll have to prioritize searching for a job over searching for himself soon. Well, that's true, but... Are these two actually friends? Anyway, thanks so much for all your help. We'll catch you later then. Sweet. So we finished that up, and we got another Mishy. Awesome. So let's see, Lost Traveler? Yeah, so we did that. Awesome. Well, that's all for today. Next time we're going to be finishing up these quests over here. And yeah, so this has been David. If you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to stick around for Chapter 5 of Red Moon Rose. Have a good day.